In this video, I'm going to show you the simplest way how to model using Grasshopper and Tekla structure. So first, you need to open the Tekla structure and then open the Rhino software. At this point of time, I'm using the Tekla structure 2019i and then Rhino version 6. Under the Rhino, you can simply type Grasshopper and then enter, and then you will see the Grasshopper link. So this Grasshopper link will have the Tekla structure 2019i tab. Okay, all we have to do here is open a new document or create a new document. Okay, and then you can see here the canvas of Grasshopper. So in this Grasshopper canvas, we are going to start adding the elements using the Tekla structures elements. So if you notice here under the tab Tekla structure 2019i, you can see the elements of Tekla structures. From the parameters, you have the steel, you have the concrete, edit, you have the attributes, and so on. Okay, and then the first thing to do is add the beam with 2 points. So click on this beam 2 points, put that one on the canvas, and then as you can see here, you have the beam 2 point, and then here you have the point A, point B, the profile, the attributes, the position, numbering, deforming. Okay, so from here I'm going to start adding the points. To add the points, you must double click the canvas and then type construct and then select construct points. So this one will be your point A, and then Control C to copy and then Control V to paste. So I have now the point A and then the point B. You can rename this one, just simply right click and then you type here point A, and then here right click and then point B. So under the point A you have XYZ, point B also have the XYZ. So it works under the coordinates. So once I link this point A to the A here on the beam properties, okay, so look what will happen to our Tekla structure model. So you're going to have a default profile of that particular element. Okay, and then I'm going to link the point B to B, and there you go. So nothing happens. But again, what we need to do in able for us to modify this Tekla structure model is to add the values in the X, Y, and Z. So the way to add the values on X, Y, and Z are two ways. One is to add panel, and then in this panel you type the value and then link to the X, Y, on Z, X, Y, or Z, or just simply use the slider, this one, number slider. So from this slider, before you link here, you can edit this slider and then change this one to integer, and then the minimum will be 0 and then the maximum, let's say, double click and then I will type 1000 or 10,000. That will be my maximum, but of course you can choose the value that you desire. Okay, click the check and then click OK. So the value of my slider starts from 0 to 10,000. Okay, so all I have to do now is to simply Control C and then Control V and then Control V. So I have now the X, Y, and Z, and then I'm going to link the slider to X. Okay, and then slider to Y, and then slider to Z. Okay, so I can just simply copy these three, select, and then Control C and then Control V again to copy, and then this time I'm going to put this one on the X, Y, and then Z. So now, if I slide this one to get a value, look what will happen. So here, as you can see here, once I slide that one with a value, then it reacts in my Tekla structure. So if you double click on this one, you can just simply type here the exact value and then enter, and then you can have also the you can type the value, the desired value that you want to use in Tekla structure. But now all I have to do is to change the value of the X coordinate, point A, and then point B X coordinates to this zero coordinates. So all I have to do now is change this one to change the X value. Okay, I'm going to change the X value to 4000 and then enter, and then the Z value will be 0. Okay, so now I had the beam now. All right, so since my Z value of my point A is similar to my point B, so all I have to do is to link my Z value of point A to my point B. So meaning I have only one control for my Z value here. But this one is the option that I want to have. So if I slide that one, see, I can move it up and down. Okay, so now all I have to do is to check the X coordinates, going to right, going to left, Y, X coordinates point B, going to the maximum 10,000, or maybe I'll just simply type here 5 meters. So now I have the beam, okay, with all this slider. So I can align this one if you like. We can align this one if you like. So just simply click here, center, and then align. All right. So as you can see, X, Y, Z, X, Y. Now, to change the profile of this beam, let's say I'm going to change this one to a wall panel. So all I have to do is to add this profile. So click on this profile catalog, and then click here. So from this profile catalog, all I have to do is double click and then type here, let's say 2800 by 200, and then click OK. So that one is my profile, and then link that one to the profile properties here, and that's my wall. Now to adjust the position, I can just simply go to the attributes and then add this position, put it here, and then link again this position to the position here, to the beam, and there you go. So with this control, I can just move it up, zoom in, I can just put it left or right. Okay, so now I have the wall panel. With this procedure, you can just simply repeat this one, and then you can add more elements on your model. So at this point of time, I'm going to copy this and then use the next element as my opening. So select the whole thing, Control C and then Control V, and then put it down. So now if you notice here, because I duplicate that one, so my beam is also duplicated here. So all I have to do now is to change the value here. So let's say, for example, my Z direction, I'm going to change it to I'm going to put a value here, let's say 500, okay, or maybe 1000. All right, and then the X slide again, and then the x coordinates 4.2, slide, and then for my profile, just double click and then change this one to, let's say, 1400. So that one will be my opening now. All right, so enable for me to cut the wall with this opening. All I have to do is to add this, go to this edit and then part cut. So click on the part cut, add this one. So as you notice here, I have this P as the part to be cut, C as the cutting part, and then D is to delete the cutting part. So I'm going to link this beam 1, which is the wall, and then this beam 2, which is the opening, all right? And then this profile of the opening, I'm going to put that one, link that one to the delete. So now I have the wall with opening. So with this link, you will able to see the simple wall with an opening using the Grasshopper in Tekla structure model. Thank you.